Hi, Dr. Gila here. I'm getting over a cold, so I sound not like myself, but I promise you, it really is me. I had a different episode planned for you this week, an interview with Emily King about neurodivergent learners. I will post that next week. It's an awesome interview. Highly, highly recommend you listen in. But right now, I'm feeling sort of revved up and inspired to share with you a little bit of a more raw and different episode today. A bit of a vent, a rant about something that I have a feeling a lot of you can really relate to. Welcome to Single Parenting with Connection, Not Perfection, the podcast that honors your messy reality. It's the support you crave without the usual emotional landmines. I'm your host, Dr. Gila, and I promise I will never tell you to just tag your partner in. Before we start, quick reminder. While I am a licensed psychologist and a certified coach, this podcast is not coaching and it's not therapy and it's not a replacement for medical or psychological advice. It is for educational and informational purposes only. All right, let's dive in. I'm recording this on a Monday morning. As you can tell, I'm just getting over being sick. My kid was sick before that. There's a lot going on in terms of work and life. And it was one of those rough mornings where my kid had a really hard time waking up and getting out. To be honest, that happens more often than I would like. And I myself have a really hard time waking up and getting out more often than I would like. And I'm just so frustrated and exhausted and honestly angry. I get really angry when I think about society, like some of how society is set up in ways that I just honestly, I don't know how it's supposed to work for families like ours and families like so many of the clients that I work with. It is nearly impossible to function in this culture where we have to make enough money to sustain ourselves in an economy that is increasingly harsh and demanding. And this is even with coming in with, I know I have privileges that a lot of other people don't have. One of which is that I have finally found a school that my kid actually likes overall and is a good fit. I know that's a really, really tough thing for a lot of parents in my position. For me, it was a tough thing for a while. It did not come easily. And so a lot of my clients don't have a schooling situation that's even workable, or their kid is in a school and it's a constant battle to get them there. It's a constant battle to get them the support that they need and deserve at school. So for me, I'm very fortunate. My kid is able to go to school, and I was able to get financial assistance to make that happen because I wouldn't be able to afford it on my own, which is one of the things that really pisses me off, to be honest. I mean, I'm shaking my fists in the air and screaming capitalism. I know that there are benefits to capitalism. I know it's not all good or bad, but I'm just having one of those moments where it just really honestly pisses me off because the truth is that my kid, his circadian rhythm, and if I'm being honest, my circadian rhythm would mean that often he would go to school later. But I can't do that because already I don't have enough time to get the work done that I need to do to see the clients that I need and want to see. And that is when school is even in session, which it seems like it never is. And when he's healthy enough to go to school, and when I'm healthy enough to take him to school. And, that's a lot of whens and ifs. And I have a very, very narrow window of time to get any work done, which means, of course, that I'm working more than I want to when he's home or late at night, which of course doesn't help the situation in the mornings. And this constant pressure to figure out how to do it in a way that doesn't compromise and jeopardize my family's needs and my child's needs in a way that honors what his needs are and my needs. Let's not forget, I have needs too. Gosh darn it. And I just thought that it would be helpful to name all of that because so many of my clients are struggling to function in systems that simply are not built in a way that works for their family. And don't even get me started about child support. A lot of parents don't even have child support, of course. I am fortunate enough that I do get child support, but it doesn't even cover half my rent. And I have a lot of clients who in theory get child support, but have to work their butts off and pay lawyers to try to make sure they actually get that child support. There's just so much that is broken about our system. And I know this isn't an uplifting episode. I know this isn't solving your problems and giving you advice about how to make it all sunshine and rainbows. And hopefully, it's not too depressing to hear all of this. But sometimes I think that it's important and validating to name the hard things. And so today, I am feeling the hard. And I am in that pit with you. And I just thought that I would name that. So if you're in the pit, please know you're not alone. Please know that this system is broken. You deserve more ease. You deserve more support. You deserve to be in a system. You deserve to be in a community, in a society that lets you breathe, that lets you make decisions that honor your nervous system, your child's nervous system, without having to compromise something else really important. You deserve so much more than that. And I don't know. Today, I just want to say that. So I hope that in some way this is helpful and at the very least validating. You're not on your own. And, sometimes we just got to name the suck. So today, I officially name the suck. Next week, I'll be back with a much more solution focused and hope focused conversation with Emily King. We're going to dive into tips and strategies for supporting your neurodivergent learner, whether it be at school or at home. And if you're feeling overwhelmed and in the thick of all of this, I have a short guided meditation specifically designed for single parents. Maybe I should go listen to it myself right now. I'll put the link in the show notes, or you can just go to parentingwithconnection.com/meditation. If you have any questions or if you yourself could use some support, I'm at hello@drgilaparenting.com. That's it for this episode. I am so glad you found your way here. And remember, even if you're on your own, you don't have to do it alone. You've got this.